This is genius.
This is Joe Rogan, and you're listening to the Gritty Bowmen.
I've never seen so many mullets in my life.
No, it's just about feeling good.
You had more chins than a Chinese phone book for a while.
Man.
Yeah, it was bad. Yeah. I mean, he's right. He said, "Goonies never say die." We're going.
We got this.
All right.
I was pulling the trigger, but the safety was on.
I just Randy Black Eagle.
That's it. Boom.
That's my.
That's how we roll. Just drop the mic and walk away.
When you got kids with you and you're playing daddy while you're hunting, it works out best if they die on the road. They can help you pick it up and put it into the truck. And
Every time I think about that, I think of Tommy Boy.
Oh yes.
Every time. And
Yes.
then I remember I heard Steven Ranella relate a story. They're driving down the road, and that sucker comes alive in the back of the thing. My wife, thinking of Tommy Boy, it reminds me of her because she laughs at animal humor. Like,
So like Beethoven.
I don't get it. I don't get it at all.
Space Dog or whatever.
But whenever an animal attacks a human,
she
goes hilarious. Into dying laughter. Right? Like
just grab a piece of paper, a black marker, and
I write
hashtag conquer hunger.
And I just take a photo with that.
Yep.
Then I upload it to Facebook or Instagram or
hopefully both.
Snapchat, whatever your social media. You just post that and you tag 5 friends.
Yep. Challenge 5 other friends.
You
to
say
do the same thing.
I went a day without food.
So I'm going to say, Chad.
And now I challenge.
Do the best you can. You're a little bit chunky anyway.
Wow, he's really good with that, isn't he? That's one thing you'll learn about. Yeah, look at that. Here comes the guns.
Just proved him wrong.
Oh, we're going to have a gritty flexing contest here in a second.
So
the opportunity for someone, if they would like to, they can donate money. And what we're going to do is that money that's then donated, we will take 100% of that donation and we will buy more meals beyond what we're already buying for what sales we have.
Skills.
Someone's got to pay the bills. Skills to pay the bills. Okay, dude.
All right, folks. Welcome to the Gritty
man.
Bowmen podcast. We are jumping in. Trevor, you're going to have to put that thing like you're
right
gonna have
up.
To, like make love to it.
You have to like put it, yeah.
Yep.
It's
Up close and
There you
personal. I can
don't make it weird.
not feel it though.
But we don't want you to like
can
be
feel
breathing
it.
on it. Yeah, so you're gonna in the corner of the lip is ideal.
Yeah, you don't want we don't want any like Darth
you go.
Vader going
There
on,
you go.
know, like
Yep.
All right.
Yeah. You're such a sci-fi
I gotta-
dork.
I am Lord of the Rings, Star Wars.
kinda got
I
a-
love it all.
Big bottom lip, so that
Do
that's
not-
causing issues.
don't-
That's not
Yeah,
proportionate.
There is no try.
That looks like
That's-
a pretty good. That's a good ratio between mouth to mic.
Okay, good.
So, yeah.
I'm just
Mine's
gonna
probably a little bit. Is
put
mine
that on
too
there a little
big?
bit, and I like it closer to the whiskers, almost rubbing.
Ooh, there we go. Yeah, I can feel it just enough.
That way
to
I get
tickles, but not too much.
That smooth James Earl Jones voice, you know.
See,
that sort of
you
sound.
know where it's at, man.
We are in the Mountain Ops headquarters here in Salt Lake City, Utah, and Mountain Ops. I always love coming here because, well, you got cool stuff, and I've got a blaze shot here to make me extra sharp during this podcast.
Yeah, let's see if we can keep the attention spans dialed.
I kind of drove all night, you know, to get here. Didn't get a lot of sleep. Did a workout with Zach Griffith. That was fun. And hung out with my buddy Chad, drop jaw flies. And today, I've been looking forward to this podcast with Jordan Harbertson and Trevor Farnes, the mad scientist behind.
Here I am.
man-
They've given me that name, and I guess I got to run with it.
The man, the myth, the legend. And Trevor's funny because he's like, "Why did you call me the mad scientist? Like that makes me seem like I'm some, crazy guy." And
I
I'm like,
love the science. I love it.
He's mad about it.
I'm mad about it.
And Casey and I always joke, all the time about it. And but it's funny, we've got some new products that we're working on, a couple that we gave you today. And we'll always just kind of be like, Trevor, we've got a new idea or something. And literally all we have to say to him is, like, here's basically what we're thinking. So, like, here's the product. And this guy just
Here
all
we
of a sudden
go.
disappears behind the curtain.
That's when it gets fun. And then we come out with the daddy shot. I call this my daddy shot. You can see the kids. I don't know if you can in the screen behind me, but I take those normally at about 5 o'clock in the afternoon, right as I'm getting ready to jet.
Your
And
blaze.
they keep me awake
call
for the
that the
kids.
daddy
The
shot?
daddy shot.
Nice.
Gotta have the energy once you get home to those 4 kiddos.
He
so.
hasn't really
No
had
crash
the
period.
yeah, and most like I call this like this is like the kill
Survival
shot.
drink.
No, this is the kill shot because once it's killing time and that buck or bull is on the ground, that's when you pop one of these and probably a couple.
Or right
Yetis and
before
an
you,
Enduro.
that calms the nerves, focuses you in, and yeah.
So Trevor calls it the daddy shot because when he kills animals, they die on the road,
They die on the.
and then he throws them into the back of the truck.
That's
And,
when
true
you're
story.
a kid and when you've got kids with you. I'm a kid. When you got kids with you and you're playing daddy while you're hunting, it works out best if they die on the road. They can help you pick it up and put it into the truck. And
Every time I think about that, I think of Tommy Boy.
Oh yes,
Every time. And then
Yes.
I remember I heard Steven Ranella relate a story, maybe on the podcast somewhere, where it actually happened to him. His dad hits a deer. They load it in the back of the Jeep Scout or something. They're driving down the road, and that sucker comes alive in the back of the thing. And they get out, and his dad whips out, I think, a knife and finishes it off. Ranella was pretty young, I guess. And if that's not a life experience,
that's
I don't know what it
awesome.
is, but
The true story on that.
yeah, go ahead.
True story on that was we were turkey hunting this year, and there was a lady and her husband that she had brought, and she was with Aim Point was the name of the company. It was an optics company, and she had brought her father, with her. They had gone out and they had got a turkey. Well, her dad shot the turkey. She shot a turkey. They threw them both in the back of this car, and she's sitting in what would be the third row of like a small Chevy or GMC, like Arcadia or something like that. Turkeys are in the back. And she said, when they got back to camp, we find out the story, but she said they hadn't gone maybe a mile, and all of a sudden one of the turkeys woke up. And she said all you could see was, the guy who's driving, his name's Toby. Toby's driving the car. Dad's in the passenger seat. She's in this third row or back seat, and all of a sudden this turkey comes to life. And it's flailing, and it's got feathers, and they open up the back. And I guess the dad just grabs the turkey and throws it out there, and they put one more in it.
Yeah.
And she's screaming. I'm just like, same thing. I just was like, wow.
He was playing dead. He
Tommy
was
boy.
trying
Oh, he was totally,
he was
he was thinking
working
he was
on
gonna
an
get away.
escape. Yeah.
dude,
So if I play dead, they won't take me.
Yeah.
Right?
it's funny. I was on the phone with my wife this morning, and in your office hanging out. My wife's awesome.
Gritty Mama is one of a kind.
She's awesome. And we're hanging out, and my wife, thinking of Tommy Boy, it reminds me of her because she laughs at animal humor, like National Lampoon's Vacation.
Does she like does she like talking animal movies then?
Oh, dude, it's
So like
stupid.
Beethoven.
I don't get
or
it. I don't get it at all.
Space Dog or whatever's
But
out
whenever an animal attacks a human,
there, she
she goes into dying laughter. Right? Like if you get attacked by a squirrel or a deer or it comes alive in the back seat, that is like her humor, and she dies laughing, like literally melts down. And I've seen lots of shows where they get attacked. It looks so fake, right? It's like some dummy is attached to their neck. It's like a raccoon or
Elf.
whatever. And,
Elf when the
yeah.
Oh, that's right, with Will Ferrell.
She will laugh her butt off.
Yep.
And it's just not that funny. Now, Tommy Boy was funny.
Tommy Boy was brilliant. That was, I kind of feel like that a lot of those movies during that time. Don't you notice that a lot of the movies today that they produce, their comedy, it seems like it's really forced.
Mm-hmm.
And like Tommy Boy, Black Sheep, and like a lot of those earlier comedies with like Chris Farley and Adam Sandler, a lot of guys from Saturday Night Live, they were just brilliant, funny,
It's
and
just who they were.
Dude,
yeah, you just couldn't help but laugh at
I don't know if
every
it's just a
piece of-
generation thing, though. 'cause,
Maybe
like,
it is.
I mean, to this day, I still am like, what did you do? Like, when the car door gets ripped off in the gas station? That's genius, man. I mean, That's great humor.
Yes. When he's rolling down the hill.
Yeah.
And then he just just stops and he's holding the, please don't, no, and then Root comes out and he starts rolling down the hill again. You're like, that's
Stop
just
playing with your dinghy or like the whole thing on the car, the ambulance, and he lights it on fire and the guy's, that's genius.
yeah, it's all genius. It's all good stuff. Yeah, comedy today. It's not. It's
I don't know.
It's quite crude and it's funny. There's some funny stuff.
Well, you
Those
turn it
movies
on.
are just classic.
You
I
turn
love
it on
those
with
movies.
kids, thinking,
think
"I'm
it's
going to show you what
too.
funny is," and then you're like, "Oh wait, I forgot."
Oh wow,
This is for
This is
day.
for adults.
We watched Goonies.
Oh,
We watched Goonies
all-time
the other day.
classic.
Awesome film. I forgot some of the parts in it that were a little like
Suggestive.
yeah, my God. I was
little
like, I
promiscuous.
was like 13. I don't remember this.
Yeah.
But my kids are like looking at Dad, and I'm like, yeah, just ignore that part.
Because that movie, that one, and many others like it, those are kind of the movies that made me. I always dreamed
Who
of like
you
going
are
on an
today?
adventure. Yeah, it made me who I am today. I'm such a Goonie.
Goonies
No,
never say
going
die.
and that happened in your backyard. Well,
Yeah.
what once was your backyard?
Yep, Oregon.
Oh, good old Oregon, right?
Astoria.
Oh,
Astoria.
Anyway, lots of rain there. So let's talk about our topic today, since we went on major tangents. But it's always fun.
it's always good. The blaze is starting to kick in. Sounds like.
You guys have a campaign, an awareness campaign that you're running, and this is kind of a serious topic that is centered around feeding the hungry. And kind of walk me through that, and where did this come from? And like, how did it get started? First, tell us what it is,
Yeah.
and then tell us how did it get started.
Yeah, no, I'll go ahead. This is something that I'm very passionate about and love this part of our business. To say where it got started, I think it's part of our nature and what we've come up with as far as core values and beliefs for Mountain Ops and what we want to do with any success that we have. But I served a mission for our church for 2 years in Mexico, saw some poverty that I hadn't seen before in my life. Mainly grew up here in Utah and have had a great life, and came home. My brother had started a foundation over in Ghana, Africa, and so I was exposed to even greater poverty. In fact, my sister, the first trip over to Ghana, Africa, they found a child that was about 3 years old, very malnourished, probably wouldn't have made it another 6 months. She's now my niece. She's 14 years old. Her name's Kosi. They brought her back, found out she had a brother. It took 9 months to get her over here, and healthy and speaking English. So huge life-changing experience for our family, but for her, and life-saving experience. And then found out she had a brother, and so brought that brother over. And so Kosi and Kwaku are now here, part of the Farnes family, the Robinson family, my sister's family, and just opened my eyes to a world of need that I hadn't seen before. But as we started into Mountain Ops and getting the products going, we thought, in what way can we give back? As hunters, we harvest food for our families, and that type of thing. And there's a lot of good things to do with that food. But we thought, there's a great need here in the U.S., Utah, locally, but throughout the world. And so we got connected with a third-party charity that has these meals called Vitamills, and they're vitamin nutritious meals. These guys right here. This is a bag of Vitamills, which has 30 meals. They're designed and formulated for a specific region of the world. And whenever there's major disasters or anything, this third-party charity will send these meals to these locations. But a lot of them are manufactured here in the U.S., in Malawi, in China, and so that's where it's manufactured, but then distributed to the world's most needy.
It's funny. This is no steak dinner, but it's like what you need to be healthy.
What you need to be healthy and
to subsist and be healthy.
yeah,
Absolutely.
And you could go and you could just provide any type of food for these children, but their stomachs and what they're going through are in such disarray that you can't just give them food. No. You have to give them certain nutrients that won't cause greater issues with their stomachs and their
starvation,
bowels.
and malnourishment
Yeah.
in a way that They need just some basic, like selenium.
Yep.
They just need some basic minerals.
Basic
and
vitamins, minerals, and so this gives them what they need to really improve their life and to live. And so we, back in February, launched Operation Conquer Hunger is what we've come up with. And with that, every order that comes to our website, we donate a vitamin nutritious meal to a child in need.
So whether you're purchasing a tub of Yeti, or whether you're buying a hat or a shirt, any purchase that you make on Mountain Ops, we match that purchase with a vitamin nutritional meal to send out.
Yeah, and I ran the
When
numbers.
Did you start this?
In February. And
February 2016.
2016.
This
so
year.
yep, this year.
So it's been how many months? Do the math.
Making me do math.
We're in month 10. We're at 9 months.
8, 9
We
months.
just finished the 9th month, or we're about to. And so 9 months into this, ran the numbers this morning, we're at just over 52,000 meals that have been donated in 9 months, thanks to our Mountain Ops family. We in Mountain Ops are improving lives. We're improving our lives. The products that we use and that we sell are influencing our lives for the
People
better.
are losing weight.
People are losing weight,
getting
stronger,
feeling good about themselves.
the cardiovascular benefits to our product. I mean, there's a world of difference when you utilize our products in the right way. And now we wanted to step that a bit further and help other people's lives. And it fits in really well because they're vitamin nutritious meals for these children who don't have food at all.
Yep.
Yeah.
So it's right in line with our core values and what we're trying to accomplish with this company. So
Yeah, and that's something that as many people have seen, Mountain Ops kind of came on the scene, if you will, and disrupted a space and made a lot of noise, and we're continuing to make noise, and with that success that we've had, that goes right back to just when he references our core values and beliefs as a company. We have these fibers, if you will, that are just within the fabric of our company that just come innately from us as owners, how we were raised, our own personal beliefs, and all of those things are extremely aligned. And it was incredible. I still remember the day when we were actually sitting where we're sitting now in this office, Casey and I and Trevor, and we were kind of looking at our business, and we were just like, wow, like we are so blessed. We are so blessed, and we are so fortunate to have so many people that are supporting our company, kind of going to bat for our company, and just when we talk about this Mountain Ops family, we believe in that so much that all those who are involved, those who have taken the product, those who are part of our our staff or even our employees, and just as a whole, we're a family. It's that core group of individuals, all with a purpose of trying to live a happier, healthier, and more active life. And I still remember when Trevor sat there, and he was the one that kind of spoke up, and he was just like, man, we're seeing so much success. How can we go outside of ourselves? And that's when Trevor came up with this program. I mean, it was Trevor, and then we talked about it as partners, and we all came to agree that, yeah, any company that's, what was the quote that you always say? A company that...
Well, and you'll see that in this upcoming video, but a company filled with the love of God is not content with blessing. And I can't take this quote. It was somebody much greater than I that said this. I just changed it for our company, but is not content with blessing our own lives or our own families, but our desire truly is to go throughout the world to the whole human race and to make a difference. And it's not gimmicky. We want it to come across as very genuine because it is.
Yeah.
The whole company's embraced it. We pitched this idea to the company, to all the employees. Instead of looking at sales numbers each month, when we meet as a company, what are we going to hit? It's numbers of meals. How many numbers of meals are we going to give this month? Okay, in order to do that, then we've got to do X, Y, and Z. And then at the end of the month, we were able to provide these meals to these children. And it just...
2 questions.
Yeah.
First one, how has this made you feel, like, to do this?
For me, it's life-changing. I mean, I literally, when I think about it, I come back to my own children. Mm-hmm. And could I... if these were my children... or as a parent watching these children who are suffering, how could I not help? And so it's kind of just it's given more purpose beyond just improving the health of the individuals who already have so much here in the U.S. I mean, most of our sales go here in the U.S. and so we're already blessed in so many ways. And so to partake of Mountain Ops, that's going to add to your life. And then let's do something greater, and it's given so much more purpose to it.
Second question, Jordan, how has this changed Mountain Ops? How has it changed? How has this affected your organization?
You know, and his comments, you know, I echo those as well. And how that has affected our company is it's given, you know, and there's many companies across the world and across this nation, and we're so fortunate to be in such a country that allows us to be able to have the business we have and to be able to run it the way we run it and have that freedom. And again, going back to the success of Mountain Ops and what we've been so fortunate and blessed to have happen to our company, this has changed even the very culture of our internal business. When he talks about, you know, when we're sitting as a business and planning, you know, there's profits. You know, as a business, you have to be profitable, or you're not going to be in business for very long.
Gritty Bowmen, I want to make money so I can keep doing.
So you can keep doing what you love,
what I love.
right?
What
we love to do.
It's not just about going hunting for me. It's about doing things that change people's lives too.
Yep.
Like for me, there's a greater goal than just taking someone on an adventure. It's also like inspiring them to make their own adventure or make them better in some way. It's always part of it at the end of it. And I need to make money if I'm going to be effective.
Yeah.
To be effective, right? You know, I always talk about the 3 P's of a business, which typically are product, you know, people, and then profits. And because you're building a product, you build that for your consumer. And then as a business, if you do a great product and you build it the right way, then you'll have profits and success.
Yeah.
The the 4th P that I'd say that's been added to that is purpose. And this, as a business, our purpose and our mission is to build healthy, nutritional, outdoor performance products for outdoor men and women, and for everybody who wants to consume these products and bless their lives. And so overall, this initiative and this Operation Conquer Hunger has given our business so much purpose to be able to do something that and have a what I would say a global impact. Beyond the borders of the United States, where a lot of our orders are come from and where we are as the United States and Canada and here on this continent. But to be able to see what our company is able to do on a global scale is remarkable to me, and what we've been able to accomplish this year because of our Mountain Ops family and those who have supported us. So when you ask the question, what has this done for the business? It changes everything. It changes everything. It changes culture. It changes vision. It changes purpose. It changes motivation, because what we're doing is we're both benefiting like our lives by consuming Mountain Ops products, getting the supplements we need, the nutritional values that help to give us a happier, healthier life as we exercise and diet, do all those things necessary. But then as we're helping those people be happy and healthy, we're also feeding these kids and these children and these families that don't even have supplements. They don't even have food. So it's impacted our company significantly in such an amazing way.
So my next question is, why? Tell me the why. Why do you think that why do you think it changed your company, and why do you think it has made this impact on you? What is it about what you're doing that changes you?
I think deep down inside each of us, we want to do more, and oftentimes you don't know how to do more or where to go So why we do this is because we truly, deep down inside, each of us want to do more, and we've found an avenue to do that with. And it's who we are. It's what we're about. And I truly don't think you can. If you feel this way, you can't see a statistic that every 6 seconds a child dies from malnutrition and not want to help. So if there's that desire, if there's that, and there's an avenue to do it, then take it. And that's kind of our action, because we've seen the need, and so it really comes back to that. It's a company filled, and on our core values and beliefs, they're hidden back here, but they're recognizing God even in the workplace and acknowledge His hand in all things. We believe that He is truly our number one partner in crime, and not in crime.
Not in crime.
You're all colloquial.
He is our partner in glorious endeavors and divine opportunities.
But that's why. I mean, these are God's children. This is our purpose in life, and that's this is just one of the avenues where we've decided to to take to help make a difference. So
It's, and we created this core values and belief. We sat down with Trevor and as a company, you have to have a mission, a goal, and a reason, and a why. What's the why? Why are we doing Mountain Ops? Well, there's a lot of reasons why we're doing Mountain Ops. We have a desire to build better products than anybody else that can provide nutritional help, sustainability, performance, all those things that are imperative for human health and helping in like outdoor environments. And that's our, kind of our niche and what we created. But we went through and we decided as a company, what are the things that are imperative, that we believe are our core values and beliefs that we will build our business upon. And those were recognizing God, opportunity, gratitude, always being grateful for what we have and making sure that we give back, building a community, and a community that we've been fortunate to build, which is this Mountain Ops family. Having I can't read.
interdependence.
Yes, I read that at this angle.
Which means that we can do
independence.
great things together that we couldn't do on our own. So that's here in our office, but that also, we're doing great things with the Mountain Ops family, and we want to help perpetuate that, and we want everyone to be a part of that. And I think this gives us another reason to do what we're doing. Service is a big thing, being able to find service. And we provide service in many ways as a business, whether that's through conservation efforts. We work with Rocky Mountain Foundation, 2% for conservation. We work with a lot with the Wounded Warriors, our Wishes for Warriors, and then obviously Conquer Hunger. The other thing is trusting. We believe in being trusting individuals. We want people to trust us, our business. That trust comes because of our code and moral compass and our ethics that we put into all of our products that we build. And that goes, and then our desire that goes back to what you talked about. The desire that we have as a business is to be ambitious and be driven to succeed and to help others succeed as well. Yeah.
So that's, as a company, when you talk about why, that's why, because this is who we are. This is Mountain Ops.
Yeah.
This is why we do what we do every day, is so that we can give back.
And Mountain Ops has become it's an awesome brand. And you talk about brand, it can mean the logo, it can mean the icon. This is the Mountain Ops brand. When we make decisions, will this enhance or diminish our brand? And it kind of comes back to those core values and beliefs, and that helps our decision making process, along the way, because this is it. That's the brand that we're talking about.
I like it. I think giving, we like, people have inside themselves like two sides. The side that wants to help others and the sides that wants to help themselves. Like we all have an innate natural selfishness within us that I combat every day. It's like, it's not about Brian, it's about this person or that. And being able to give, as sort of counterintuitive as that is, like with part of your makeup saying, no, take care of yourself, then the other part's like, no, give yourself away. It's like that constant battle, inner struggle. But I think that when you give into the side that sacrifices for others and you give to others, that changes the core of who you are. And the more you do it, the greater happiness you achieve, ironically.
Yeah.
And so it's kind of weird that you give yourself away and that makes you happier, brings you more happiness.
That'll get you to your
Absolutely.
goals a lot quicker than just focusing on yourself. You focus on others and help them with what they need, you'll get there. You're in a better state of mind. You're better, easier to make decisions.
Right, which kind of leads into this next part of this conversation we're having, which is hashtag Conquer Hunger. And this is an awareness campaign that you're running in November.
Correct.
And this is where people have a chance to do what we just said, like sacrifice.
Yeah.
And not for themselves, but to help other people.
Absolutely.
And the whole point of doing this is really just to bring awareness to a thing. And not too long ago, they had the for the veterans, you do 22 push-ups.
Yep. For Mission 22, the 22 push-ups a day.
and that was to bring awareness to the suicide rate for returned veterans, and try to get the word out that, hey, it's a simple sacrifice, right? You go down there and you do your 22 push-ups and you challenge someone else to do it, right?
Yep.
And that brings awareness to the fact that 22 lives are lost a day to suicide from veterans that have served our country, and we got to wake up and do something about it,
Absolutely.
And so here we are, with what you're doing, that what you're launching for November is #ConquerHunger, and the whole point of this is to bring awareness to all those people that are not as fortunate as we are here in the West, in the United States, and I'll even mention Canada, Chad, Jeff Lander. I'll mention Canada. I mean, I've been in Canada a lot this year, and it's not a bad place. It's probably what people say about it.
Yeah.
Just kidding, Canadians.
Just joking. We're just joking. We're just joking, eh?
Just
Trying to have a
joking,
good time, eh? No, it's
right. So bring awareness, and so tell us what this whole thing's about.
in the month of November, typically this month, as we've thought about this campaign and thought about this opportunity for a long time, and again, Trevor was very instrumental in coming up with this idea of how can we've been doing this all year long, and we've come to a month, and typically the end of the year that is just, I would say, almost suffocated in sales, gluttony, feasting, holidays. It's for many people, myself included, it's my favorite time of the year.
Yeah,
I love this time. Family gets
time.
together. We
November,
eat
December,
Thanksgiving,
Lots of food.
eggnog, pumpkin spices, all it's an
The
amazing
biggest
time of
shopping
year.
days of the year.
Yeah, everybody's
Which you're not
doing
too sad about.
No,
I
that's
mean,
it's a great time of year
good
for
month
sales.
for us.
Yeah, no, and we love this time of year, and we just wanted to kind of maybe take this month and put things into perspective for everyone.
Mm-hmm.
And that is this campaign, which is to help us in conquering hunger. Mountain Ops has established a campaign that we will then challenge, which I'm challenging you. I already challenged him earlier. He knows it's coming. But it's to go a day without food. And to do that, every person respectfully, depending on who they are, can go, whether that's 1 meal, 2 meals, or 3 meals, an entire day without food, to take a moment and just by going without food for that time.
It's a challenge.
It's a challenge for you. It's actually a healthy thing for you to do for your body. It puts your body into what's called ketosis. Mm-hmm. It's actually helpful for the body to reset even. So it's actually a healthy thing to do this challenge. But it's also an opportunity for you to get a perspective on what these children, these families go through every day of their lives. And then after you've done that, after you've gone a meal, 2, 3, or a day without food, is to then take a sign and hold it and write on it #ConquerHunger. And then throughout your social media feeds, whether that's on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, whatever your social feed is, take a picture or a video, either one, and then share that experience that you just had, that you went a day without food, to help in #ConquerHunger, and then challenge 5 of your friends to do the same thing. And our hope for this is that people will be able to, again, like you said, bring awareness to something that I think most of everyone knows that the world, in many parts of it, even locally, that there's people that go hungry.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I think that it's an opportunity for us to really take these 30 days, this month of November, that's typically a month of Thanksgiving and a month of feasting, and go a day without food and challenge others to do the same.
I think it's really neat because, first of all, going without food for 24 hours, not my strength.
Yeah.
I like food, but it certainly generates some humility. I think it helps me realize how tough other people have it. It's just a little exercise in, hey, it's like the 22 push-ups. It's like, hey, I'm going to put forth some effort here.
Puts things into perspective and gives you an idea of, it puts it at the forefront of your mind where there may be some issues or some challenges that need to be addressed.
So for those that are technologically challenged, like myself, but who would like to participate, I'm just going to walk them through it. This is what it looks like, right? I take my phone out. and I get a photo of myself with
just grab a piece of paper, a black marker, and
I write
hashtag conquer hunger.
And I just take a photo with that.
Yep.
Then I upload it to Facebook or Instagram or
hopefully both,
Snapchat, whatever your social media. You just post that and you tag 5 friends.
Yep. Challenge 5 other friends
you
to
say,
do the same thing.
I went a day without food.
So I'm going to say, Chad.
And now I challenge
do
Chad.
the best you can. You're a little bit chunky anyway.
Wow, he's really good with that, isn't he? That's one thing you'll learn about. Yeah, look at that. Here comes the guns.
Just proved him wrong.
Oh, we're going to have a gritty flexing contest here in a second.
So basically, though, you say Ben, Anthony, Aaron, Snyder, Chad, you to your pals, 5 of them. I challenge you to go without food for 24 hours and challenge you to share this with someone else.
Yeah.
And hopefully you get that going, and a lot of people see that and are behind it, and they understand, they get some awareness of what it's for. And it's not so you can sell more Mountain Ops.
No, it's simply the website that that this will be is if you go to adaywithoutfood.com. It'll have all the information about the challenge, about why we're doing this, and it offers the opportunity for someone, if they would like to, they can donate money. And what we're going to do is that money that's then donated, we will take 100% of that donation, and we will buy more meals beyond what we're already buying for what sales we have.
People
every
can
day.
go on and they can go to adaywithoutfood.com and they can donate directly to the cause.
Yep.
People can donate indirectly.
Yep.
By supporting Mountain Ops.
Yep.
They can support your company when they go and they get some ammo or some Yeti, or they mix up a peanut butter loaded Magnum.
Yeah, which you tried today. What did you think, man?
Dude, so we took a little bit of ammo, the meal replacement product that you guys have, which is all veggies and flaxseed and really good stuff, and then mix that with a little bit of Magnum. Whey
Both
protein,
chocolate Magnum.
And then you throw in a little bit of milk, which I love milk. I'm a dairy freak.
You and me both.
I love milk. Suzanne throws in coconut milk, which I like a little bit of that. But if you put in too much coconut milk, it tastes like coconut banana. It's like a coconut Reese's Pieces.
That's
Not
my
good.
way.
It
Yeah,
just doesn't work
the
for
coconut.
me.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
No.
Nobody got time for that. So you got to just be respectful,
Yeah,
a
so
dash is
A
good.
little bit of chocolate.
A dose
ammo,
maybe too much.
A little bit of chocolate Magnum.
Loaded
Put them in
Magnum.
a blender, and then you throw in some peanut butter. And I like PB2 powder.
A lot of people use the PB2. Your wife said that she liked the peanut butter powder, which is kind of similar.
Similar.
We used some Jiffy we had.
That upset me a little bit, but I rolled with it. And then, it's got a little, like, I don't know, palm oil or
Yeah,
something. I
whatever.
could do
Here it
without
comes,
that.
dude. He's just going to go over the ingredients. It's
It's
peanut butter. It's awesome. It's good. It comes from peanuts.
We scooped it, and you know what I've been doing?
What have
This
you
is gonna
done?
be weird, people, but trust me,
It's only weird if you make it weird. So I
Yeah.
always say,
I take like a quarter cup of actual peanuts,
okay.
shelled peanuts, and I dump those in, and I just mix it, and
That's
it tastes
awesome.
almost the same as peanut butter.
Okay. Yeah. Well, you're mixing
But
it
it's
up.
like the
organic.
real.
It's the
peanut.
real
organic.
deal.
You
Yeah.
just smash
Before they've added all the weird stuff
Totally.
to it. Yeah.
Like I don't need that junk.
Yeah.
So anyway,
Nobody needs that.
legit peanuts.
But it tastes. So you mix all that together,
And you give it to a guy like me.
and you've got what he said and what I
liked
say. Liquid.
Like
Reese's
drinking,
Pieces.
It's like drinking Reese's peanut butter.
Yeah. It's a Reese's. It's
I
a
told
liquid
Chad
Reese's
on the
peanut
way
butter
here,
cup.
I was telling him about ammo, and I was like, "You gotta try it." It's got all the servings. Well, hand that to me, Chad. Would you hand me?
Which Chad? Did you like it?
Chad, great. It was really good. So, like you can hear, it has 10 grams of flaxseed each serving.
4.5 servings of fruits and veggies,
4.5.
and they're whole foods.
Yes,
It's-
you got broccoli, cranberries, tomatoes, carrots, apples, oranges, mushrooms.
150
100.
calories. Then you've
Yeah.
got all of your multivitamins.
Yep.
So
A, C, D, E, vitamin K, B's. So it's and then you got to keep it in the fridge because this
refrigerate it. Yep.
this stuff will go bad. 'Cause
Whole
it's
foods.
Whole
and the
foods.
flax
Whole foods,
seed.
cold milled flaxseed. Once it's cold milled,
Yeah.
and it's exposed to air. So yeah, once you open it, it goes in the fridge. But
Keeps it, preserves the
Yeah.
omega 3s and everything. I was
exactly.
telling Chad on the way here, I was like, you got to try it. It's nice to have when you're in a hurry or after a post workout. It's kind of nice to have like a real post meal chocolate whey kind of thing that has some of this other stuff in it, and there's not any junk in it. And so I like that. And I was telling him, you have a little bit of this, but it's like chocolate cake batter. A little bit like chocolate cake batter, almost to the point where my wife loves it. It's a little strong for me. But then you throw in you half it with some Magnum, and then you throw the peanut butter in and a little bit and dude, it's like a whole new drink, man.
Yep.
Well, you can take the vanilla and do all the fruits, strawberries, bananas.
He did one that I tried recently that's really good. He took the Magnum,
vanilla
Magnum, and then you took some ice, peach.
I put actual peaches from the peach tree out at my neighbor's peach tree. I think they're okay with it.
Yeah.
Put those in.
Still from his neighbor's peach tree.
I think they're okay with
Oh yeah, they're cool. They're just hanging there anyways.
it. Like a bucket of
yeah.
Well, it was a few buckets, but they were falling on the ground. I didn't want them to go to waste. I was going to ride over with my lawnmower.
Yeah.
I did them a favor. There was going to be worm food in a minute. So, and then peach Enduro, which everyone's loving the peach Enduro. And so I did a scoop of peach Enduro. This actually was an idea of Sarah, who's in our customer service. So if you ever talk to Sarah, this was her recipe, and we tried it out, and we are sold. That's what almost every day. That's what we're doing right now.
It's like peach ice cream.
But my wife takes it. She'll do pineapples now and peach together in the peach Enduro and throw that all in the vanilla. The vanilla you can do that with. I haven't tried it in the chocolate.
Well, you were talking to my wife this morning, and she's like, "Yeah, but do you put ice in it?"
Oh, I love
You're
ice.
like,
It's a little chill.
Ice? It's like, I don't have time for ice.
No, you just.
And I'm thinking, yeah, my wife does tons of ice. It's like, I'm like, honey, it's mostly ice. Come on.
Yeah, my wife Jordan does the exact same thing. It's just all of a sudden, I'm just like, I'm like, I grab the powder.
If it's
I grab
blending,
fruit.
though, you got to put ice in. If you're shaking it up, then
No way,
it's
man.
not going to do anything.
I just did it without it, and it was great.
Look, it's harder to just chug it when there's ice in it, and I just gotta chug it. Like,
I mean, to each his own, right? I mean, if you want to, you want to keep it chill and do the ice thing.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
I'm an ice guy.
But
you got to
add
have
the
a little
ice
bit of
in.
extra time.
Yeah, I added the ice into it. It was awesome.
dude, I am filled on another tangent. I am filled with
Joy and gladness.
And
I
tidings,
me too.
And tidings of
Okay,
good.
that's not where I was headed. Thanks, Trevor. No, I have like needles, prickly pear needles, and cactus.
Oh,
needles.
still from Alberta, from your
I've been
your
back like a
mule
week,
deer hunt.
and I am like walking around with like.
I know. I talked to Snyder, and he said that was one of the hardest hunts for a lot of reasons, but one of them was just the belly crawling and trying to get out of sight from them and crawling on top of cactuses.
Yeah, dude, the cactuses were unreal.
Yeah, like cactuses are like ice, and nobody got time for that.
I don't know where that tangent came from, except I felt
Except that you're just
You're feeling
pulling,
the
you're
pain.
pulling it.
pulling out, like, there's
No,
nothing,
and
dang it.
it's we talk and see again. You talk about like where'd the ammo go?
Right here.
You talk about the ammo, right? Here we've got a phenomenal nutritional complete meal that will help for individuals to replace at least one entire meal. You still, like we've talked, you still need, this is a supplement,
Right.
not a replacement, but it has so much nutritional value. That's why we call it ammo, because it's literally loaded with nutrition. And we're so fortunate again that we formulated this and built this product, and we're delivering this product to Mountain Ops Nation all over the world, and people that are trying it out. And your wife loves it, you love it, I love it, you love it. We all love it so much, and it does so much for us. And there's many products that we have in our line that do that. But this is a meal that we are fortunate to have. We can have every day. We're fortunate to have that. And, these meals right here, we're fortunate that for those of you listening that will purchase, a product like this, we're able to deliver this to someone that can't even
Product
get
like
this.
ammo, for those that are listening, helps purchase
A nutritional vitamin
meal.
Yeah, you don't have to do anything extra. I mean,
Yep.
you're doing something good
You're
by
going to donate that whether
doing-
people are know it or don't, or know it or not.
Yep.
Yep.
We
And
take care of all the rest, and this month we're providing people to take a little
said-
bit more action.
50,000 meals?
52,400 something was where we were at
At this
as of
point.
this morning. And so, this month we're asking people to go a step beyond just purchasing, and we're asking them to sacrifice a little bit. And it can be 24 hours, it can be one meal, it can be 2 meals. There's people that, may not be able to go a full 24 hours.
it's like Eva Shockey. I was talking to her, and I was like, hey, Eva, would you be able to do this? She's like, Jordan, I can't do this. I'm pregnant. I was like, do you think Tim can do this? She's like, oh yeah, I'll make Tim do it. I can do that.
Tim is signed up.
Yeah, she's like, I already signed him up. And then I sent a text to Tim, and he's like, yeah, you've already signed me up for it, so we're good.
You think of what we do though for like. These products are for adults, and on our labels it says 18 and over, and there's a few. I mean, my children will mix up the Magnum for them in the morning and stuff, and they drink those shakes and such. But so that's depending on what you want to do with your kids that way. But obviously, all these products aren't for kids. But my kids can get involved in this month of Mountain Ops Conquer Hunger, and they can go a meal, they can go 2 meals. My oldest daughter will probably go the 24 hours with us, and then it becomes impactful for the entire family to get involved and to understand what's Daddy doing on a daily basis. Well, we're selling product, but look at what we're trying to do.
I'm just gonna judge people right now. If they don't do it, they're weak.
I love Brian. There's no fluff with this guy. It's either you do it because Chad, you need to trim, buddy, or if you're not doing it, well, that's just because you're playing weak.
No, seriously, like whatever you can do,
whatever you can sacrifice.
I am not a 24-hour fasting champion. I like the whole 1 meal skipping idea, but no. I seriously. Any amount of sacrifice brings awareness.
Absolutely.
And any amount of challenge to your buddies. I was talking to Aaron Hitchens today from Rockhouse Motion. Are we good on that one, Chad? Okay. I was talking to Aaron from Rockhouse Motion, and we're going to do a podcast with him later. He partied with you last night.
Oh, we partied hard, man.
They're the guys that have produced the movie
Love Aaron.
Game of Inches. For those whitetail hunting fanatics, they did
Beyond the Roar.
His
Moose Hunt, which was amazing.
That was a phenomenal film. And so I'm talking to him. He told me that he went without food for 10 days.
Yep. When I was talking to him last night, so I showed him the video.
Yeah.
And then I was kind of telling him the campaign, which he was like, "This is amazing. This is awesome." He's like, and I said, "Yeah." And I've talked to a few people, and they're like you were joking about and saying like, I think I could go 1 meal, Jordan, if that's cool. I'm like, dude, whatever you can do. And he's like, oh, I went 10 days. And I was like, well, so this is just going to be a walk in the park for Aaron. Sounds like, which is cool. Cool.
Oh, so you were like stranded somewhere, or they dropped you on a float plane? Your food got eaten by a bear? I mean, like I'm thinking something like special.
I was thinking the same thing.
And he's like, no, dude, like if you're going to lose weight, just get after it.
Just stop eating.
That's what he said. He's like,
stop. I don't want to. I could like diet for 3 months or something and try to I'm going to eat
or I can get this done in 10 days.
Or I can just get it done.
Yeah. He's like, let's just rip the Band-Aid off. He's like, just 10 days, no food.
How'd that work for you? He's like, when we got done of just not eating for 10 days, he's like, I just went for it, and that was a bad idea. I think he said he got sick and was puking and the whole deal.
We had not the best weight loss.
Yeah, and we even had an individual that we knew that wanted to test the meal replacement, the ammo, and tried to go an entire month eating only ammo. And you still need.
He did pretty good for like 2 weeks. He was like, "Dang, he's feeling
great,
good." But then, I mean,
your body still needs.
It's highly nutritious, but you need a steak every once in a while.
Yeah, you need some, some steak, some chicken, some protein beyond just the whey. So it's 10 days, Aaron. We're not advertising that anybody needs to go 10 days. If you want,
you can.
Totally up to you.
You can be like hashtag conquer hunger.
I went to
hashtag
I crushed you.
Yeah, hashtag I rock the house with my motion to motion that we go 10 days without food. Like, oh my goodness,
you could do that.
No, but we're extremely excited. I mean, thanks for.
When are you launching?
We're going to launch this November. So
November 1st
through the rest of that month.
The Mountain Ops family here will be going the day without food in November. Yeah.
It's right away.
Yep. A video will be coming out on Sunday, sent out to everyone and letting them know what's going on. And
where can people learn more about it and watch the video? Because it's a great video.
Yep.
It's an awesome
video. It's adaywithoutfood.com.
Adaywithoutfood.com.
And I'll send you.
Just like it sounds. www.adaywithoutfood.com.
And I'll send you the link to the YouTube video that you can just drop in the links underneath this video. and on the podcast
Yeah,
and stuff.
and we appreciate anyone that will accept this challenge and just learn more about it. Even just check out the link and you'll be surprised at the statistics. So
yeah, so in closing, in closing,
we're gonna have a prayer.
Yeah, no. If you want, 10 days or prayer, whatever you want to do, Trevor. No, in closing, everybody that's listening to this podcast, as always, it's right. I'm right here. As always, stay gritty, right? Mm-hmm. Conquer your unknown, and the three of us challenge you to conquer hunger with us by going a day without food.
There you go. Well said.
Done. Well done, my friend.
If I had a mic, I'd drop it, but I don't.
And walk away.
I just have these headsets.
There he goes.
We lost Jordan. All right, dude. This was awesome. Thank you. I appreciate it as always.
Thanks, Brian. Appreciate it very much,
Gritty,
man.
You did pretty good for your first time.
Not bad.
We'll see.
It's not bad.
Okay, Gritty friends. I hope you enjoyed that podcast. If you did, please take a moment to leave us a review on iTunes, Podbean, or Stitcher. We love reading your reviews. And connect with us on social media if you're on there. Look us up on Facebook and Instagram, and take a moment to subscribe to our YouTube channel so you can receive notifications when we upload new videos. We've got a sweet deal with Mountain Ops. You get 20% off on all Mountain Ops supplements, combo packs, and apparel when you type in the word gritty at checkout. If you're a hardcore elk hunter, or you want to be, go to the Elk 101 website online and check them out. Our friend Corey Jacobson is killing it with some of the best elk hunting information and entertainment on the web. Alright friends, let me leave you with one other quote from Theodore Roosevelt, who said, "It behooves every man to remember that the work of the critic is of altogether secondary importance, and that, in the end, progress is accomplished by the man who does things." We all have a choice. We can be people who do things, or people who criticize the work of others. It's pretty simple, really. Get out there and do your thing. Good luck on your hunts, and stay gritty.
This is Ty Stubblefield, and you're listening to the Gritty Bowmen.
Gritty Bowmen.